ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد.
When you see somebody who is not receptive to anything good, then you know there's a problem. No matter how good the idea is, he will still not look at it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In this episode, we are looking at that very important organ in us, the heart. If you look at it from physical perspective, it's very important. If the heart must pause, then the cardiac attack will set in, and the man may leave this world. So it's very important. But I'm not looking at that because I'm not a medical practitioner. I will look at it from the spiritual angle. The human heart is very important spiritually, even much more than the other one that will lead him to cardiac arrest. In the narration of the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Allah inna fil jasadi mudga, idha salahat, salah al-jasad kullu." There is a lump of flesh in the body. If it is hale and healthy, the entire human system is healthy. But if that organ is sick, then the entire human system is sick. And he said, "Allah wa yal qalb," and that is the human heart. There are so many sick hearts out over there, and that is why it seems that all intervention are not working. Even when it works elsewhere, bringing it in its here, it won't work, because there are so many sick hearts outside there whom we are dealing with. And unless you heal them, then there will be a problem. The greatest sickness of the heart is what we can call al-kufru, disbelief in Allah. When one disbelieves in Allah, then the mind is sick, because it will seal up the heart. And Allah says, those people, sawa'un a'anzartahum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun. Even if you warn them or you do warn them, they will never believe, because the mind is sealed off. When you see somebody who is not receptive to anything good, then you know there's a problem. No matter how good the idea is, he will still not look at it. The second one, according to Surah Al-Baqarah, is what you can call a nifaq. Nifaq is what you call hypocrisy. You are neither here nor there. Somebody sitting on the fence is not in, is not out. So these kind of people, they are very difficult to deal with, because they will be with the system and they will also be with the criminals. In fact, they can even be the ones sponsoring them, giving them ideas. We have them in all apparatus. By the time you have them in the security apparatus, if you have a plan to go and to carry out an operation, it will be the one that will give them the opportunity to know that, oh, we are coming this way, don't go this way. Then if you have people like this, there is no way people can succeed. Allah says, "Fi qulubi maradun fazadahumullahu marada." In their heart there is a sickness, and that sickness will be increased by the way they conduct themselves. How do we know this? The Prophet said there are 3 signs with which you can know the munafiqeen. He said, "Ayatul munafiqi thalatha idha haddatha kadhaba." When he lies, he tells lies. When you see somebody, when he talks and he telling lie, you should know that he's a munafiq. Then ask yourself, are you also not having a trait of nifaq in you? Don't you tell lies on your daily activities? The second one is that idha wa'ada akhlaf. When he gives a promise, he will not fulfill the promise. Ask yourself, are you still a believer or you are not? Because if you are the one that will not fulfill the promise, then you are not a real believer. And the third one is idha tumina khana. When he is given a trust, he will betray the trust. And that is the greatest. Today, finding a trustworthy fellow that you can work with, no matter how good your plans are, if you don't have people who can work with you on that plan sincerely, then there's a problem, because they will be pulling you down when you are trying to rise. And today, greed is a serious sickness of the heart that is killing all systems. By the time that only one person wants to take what belongs to a whole state or a whole community, and the poor ones are not even better in this regards. It's not just the rich ones. If we're talking about greed, you may think that, oh, those who are having houses all over them. No. In fact, some of them are not as greedy as that poor man in the community, because what he has in mind is so bad to the extent that if he has the opportunity, he will do worse than what those people are doing. We need to look at that. And the fourth one is the khasama fajara. When he fights, he will be fighting on the wrong cause. These are four signs of sickness of the heart that I want us to review. And we should know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not looking at our posture, is not looking at our deeds. إِنَّمَا يَنْظُرُ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ. It's looking at that your heart. If your heart is not healthy, there is a problem. On the day of Qiyamah, nobody will succeed إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ, except those who come to Allah with healthy mind. Then how do we make our heart healthy? The best of it is to engage in dhikr Allah. Allah bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. What can give your mind solace is to remember Allah always. What I mean by remembering Allah is not by saying la ilaha illallah, no. That you are in Ramadan. That's supposed to plant in you the consciousness of Allah, that God is with me all the time. You want to talk, check yourself. What you are saying, you think that it will please your God? You want to ask yourself, am I really acting in the way that will please God? This should be at the back of our mind. Until we get to that point, then your Ramadan is not yet working on you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
قدر ما كان من منزل، ولكن نحن لولاك لما شئنا اتحاد.